A woman creates an app. Simple concept. Before the date happens, you pay. Not after. Not during. Not as a gesture. In advance. At first glance, it sounds practical, even empowering. A solution to flaking. A filter for seriousness. A way to respect time. But even when you look closer, this app isn't just about dates. It's about how dating has changed, how trust has eroded, how expectations have hardened, and how transactional modern connection has become. The app is not the story. The mistake most people make is focusing on the app itself. The app is not radical. It's not shocking. It's not even new. What's new is how normal it feels. The app didn't create distrust. It responded to it. It didn't invent transactional dating. It formalized it. Because when people stop trusting intentions, they start demanding guarantees. And money is the most common guarantee we have. Why some people support it? Let's be fair. Supporters of the app argue time is valuable. People fake constantly. If someone pays, they're serious. This protects women from unserious men. And on the surface, those arguments make sense. Modern dating is exhausting. Ghosting is common. Wasted time is real. But here's the deeper issue. When money becomes the filter for seriousness, intent stops being emotional and becomes financial. And that changes everything. From courtship to transaction. Dating used to be a risk on both sides. You showed up. They showed up. No guarantees. Now, one side pays up front. The other evaluates. That's not mutual risk. That's prepaid auditioning. And once dating becomes an audition, human connection becomes secondary. The question shifts from, do we like each other, to, was this worth the price? That's not romance. That's consumer logic. What this says about trust. This app exists because trust is gone. Not just between men and women, but between people in general. We assume disinterest, bad intentions, exploitation, and time wasting. So we protect ourselves with structure, with rules, with payments. But protection has a cost. When trust disappears, connection becomes conditional. And conditional connection never feels safe. How men experience this shift. For many men, this app confirms a quiet fear. I'm not desired, I'm assessed. Paying in advance doesn't feel like confidence. It feels like competition, not I want to see you, but prove you're worth my time. And over time, that message does something dangerous. It teaches men that presence alone isn't enough, that interest must be monetized, that effort must be prepaid. Eventually, many opt out entirely. How women experience this shift. For many women, the app feels like control. Control over time. Control over effort. Control over outcomes. But control doesn't create connection. It creates distance. When you remove vulnerability from dating, you also remove intimacy. No one feels chosen. One side feels evaluated. The other feels entitled. Both feel disconnected. The bigger picture. This app isn't about dating logistics. It's about fear of wasting time, fear of being used, fear of being invisible, fear of being disappointed again. Money becomes emotional armor, but armor keeps people out, not close. An app that makes you pay for a date in advance isn't a solution. It's a symptom of burnout, of distrust, of dating cultures built on evaluation instead of curiosity. Connection was never meant to be guaranteed. It was meant to be mutual. Because the real question isn't, would you pay for a date? It's what happened to dating that made this feel reasonable.